live. Hopefully. Hoping. Alright. Welcome, people. I'm going to announce the live stream in the Discord. So give me a second.
Okay.
Alright, and then we go here. Announcements. Notifications. Live. Okay, so I'll explain it. You probably know what's gonna happen, but I need to explain it anyways. You have two 15-minute halves. You'll be playing for a 15-minute session, and then a 5-minute break, and then we'll pick up again for another 15 minutes. When your 15 minutes ends for either half, your last attempt after the timer runs out can still be played. Any attempts after that won't count for any points. And if you want to deafen, you can, so you can either not deafen or probably set a timer for 15 minutes and then deafen. And I think that's all we need to say. For the people watching in chat, we have Germany at the top of the screen share here. Norway is at the bottom. Germany is playing a backup player because their main player decided to get a haircut right now, which, poor timing. But we will start up now. 15 minutes for the first half. And for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. This is 15 minutes. They are playing the higher bracket. Let me put their volumes up for us. Right. Yeah, these two are the higher ranked players, so we should see more points than the South Africa versus Ethiopia match. But, you know, there's still a chance. Ethiopia and South Africa didn't do too bad, so, you know, there's still a chance for them to, you know, probably get maybe third place here, one of them. We are seeing our first qualifying on the German side. Dice to 36, ooh. That's 1 point.
Okay, why can I not play the game now for some reason? All my skill just vanishes immediately once the match starts. That's great. Beaten the level 50 both times, by the way.
To be fair, from what people have said, the first part is by far the hardest.
Okay.
Qualifying on Norway's side, if we can get... Nope,
and
immediately
my game
die.
just fucking minimizes itself when I die after being deafened.
There we go. It is tied 1-1. How many matches left until next round? There's 12 groups, so we're over halfway in now.
It's group 7.
Yeah, this is group 7, but there's a couple more left. There's less than half left. And that is 1 point to Norway, putting them in the lead. However, Germany is on a run right now, at least at qualifying. Germany gets to that halfway section. Are there spots for Australia? Australia's in the match right now. They have a good chunk of people, so you can join for next year's. You can apply for next year's, but not this one. 66%, that is 5 points to Germany, putting them up to 6. Putting them a bit more comfortably in the lead here. Qualifying, one more point to Norway.
I suck at the game. Like, I played really well in all the test matches and shit, and now I can't play for sure.
This is nerves now. Qualifying for Germany. The fact that some people are still asking what's the level name, even though we've literally added it onto the spreadsheet. That is 1 point to Germany though. Putting them to 7.
I'm looking that this is gonna be a very close match since the two players have similar completions attempt.
Yeah, it's
overall.
just gonna be about nerves now. I don't know what's happening with Germany's screen. It's all fast and slow and fast and slow.
I love this card.
Halfway for Norway. This is going to make some huge gains, maybe. Could we hit the 10-point value? No, we don't. 5 points.
Why? Why do I just forget how to play the level?
Puts Norway in the lead, though, by 1.
Okay, that's good, though.
Are there any players from top 100? Jesse Gaming and Hover tried joining, but they were like a minute late to the entry thing, so we couldn't accept them. So maybe next year we will, but not this year. I mean, maybe we do have this year. Isn't there a guy who's nearly beaten, was it Anathema?
He did.
Or he did beat Anathema, okay. Well, if someone beat Anathema, then maybe we do have a top 100 player. And we have some people nearly being Acheron and stuff like that, and Edge Destiny victors and stuff, so yeah, there's some really good players here. Both of them are on a pretty good run right now.
Yeah.
50 for Norway, that's 5 points. Germany is on a run here. Also dies, 5 more points for Germany. Meaning there's only a 1 point difference.
Yeah, I'll fix that with a completion right now, don't worry.
Norway going far again.
Yeah, over halfway in, at least 5 points. Qualifying on Germany's end as well. That's 1 point for Germany, putting them to 13. They're now tied. Not for long, though. Good run. Wait, good run on Norway. Norway might get completion here. Remember, the ending is the easiest part, but highest nerves. Qualifying on Germany's end. And that's a completion for Norway. That is 20 points, putting them well in the lead.
Why the fuck was that so loud? Wait. Okay. Wait. Okay. Shit. Wait. Okay. Problem solved.
We're also seeing Germany get pretty far here. Maybe Germany can match the completion.
Hopefully not. No hate to the Germans, but just you know.
Into the 70s, gets to 75 and dies! That's gonna be just 10 points. Still a decent amount, but that is going to put Norway in the lead by 10 points.
Robtop's Game Junior in the chat.
Robdom Games Jr. Didn't know he had a son. Wait. Qualifying for Germany's end. Dies, that's just 1 point awarded. There's less than a 10-point difference now.
Don't worry, I'll widen the gap.
5 minutes, 40 seconds left. Halfway on Norway's side. Dies to 62, just 5 points awarded. A completion on anyone's end here could still change everything. We're at the halfway point for Germany. At least 5 points are being scored here. Dies. That is 5 points for Germany. Putting them to 29. That seems to look like it's gonna get matched by the Norway team. And
Okay.
Dies, very silly place. 5 points. This makes
That was
sense
a terrible
because Germany not performing as good as Norway here makes sense because this is a backup. But it is a very good backup player. Usually our backup players have lacked in skill, at least compared to the other players. But you know, Germany's keeping up here.
Yeah, well done. I don't know how good their backup player is though.
How many players in each
Like,
team?
I was afraid I was gonna have to play against Sorrow, who's beaten Slaughterhouse. So
No, you're not. They're probably saving him for later.
luckily not that.
Yeah, to answer how many players in each team, it is different depending on the teams. Next year we'll probably put a limit. Right now it's just however many that applied because I thought this was gonna be a 16 nation event. Nope, 48 nations joined, even more actually. So just gonna deal with what we have. Both of them are at the same exact spot right now.
Yeah. Oh.
Germany died.
This ball is so annoying.
Qualifying for Norway. Boom, that's
Right.
1 point, burn them to 44. How do I join next tournament? You just enter your country name and I'll apply you to a team. In the Discord server, links in the description.
I thought Winky was already in the server.
Maybe, I don't know. There's too many people for me to keep track of.
Yeah.
Bro, RobTop Games Jr., don't talk smack about Jordan. Jordan's gonna make a comeback for round 2.
It was amazing.
That was the most
Why my game do
entertaining
that,
match. That was 1 point to Norway, but up to 45. This would
Yeah, my
be...
game fucking minimized itself almost.
This
like,
would be the time
the
for
window was,
Germany
like, way
to
smaller.
catch up here, but sadly Germany hasn't really been capitalizing on this absence of high scoring points here. Maybe we will now. We're at least getting 5 points on the board here. Vernosis raids? Is it?
Ooh.
There's like one person saying Vernosis. No, there's 2. Well, thank you if that is the case. Thank you, Vernosis, for the raid.
Hello, Versus.
Vernosis. Riot to raid. Oh, welcome, welcome. Maybe maybe because Vernosis is here, that's why we've been having bitrate issues with some of the participants. Probably beating them all up, but that's besides the point. It's qualifying for Germany. Germany's going... Okay, if Germany can get a couple more 5 points in, then there is a chance to take the lead from Norway.
Hopefully not, though.
Also qualifying for Norway, that's 5 points for Germany, but it's gonna probably be counteracted by Norway here. And more people are joining from the Vernosis raid, thank you so much. This is gonna be 5 more points for Norway at least.
Yeah.
Chipotle raid. Oh guys, the raiders, you can type who you want to win this match in the comments then, since you're here. Both of them are doing really well right now. We're seeing 2 qualifyings.
Yeah.
Norway could be bagging a second completion here, which would definitely pull them into the lead. There's only 10 seconds. I haven't even been looking at time. There's 10 seconds left.
Great.
No, was
Only
that 10
seconds
points?
left, though. I can clutch that up, don't worry. Maybe.
Okay,
Probably
3,
not, honestly.
2, 1. That's halftime. Halftime. So this is your last attempts, both of yous, before we go into a couple minute break.
Germany lock in.
Both of them are locked in right now. We could actually see a completion from Germany, which would not put them in the lead, but put them right next to them coming into the second leg here. Into the last 5%. Norway is also going pretty far as well. 88,
No.
Sadly. That's a terrible death. 10 points to Germany, putting them to 44.
I'm terrible at the game.
And that is a death from Norway.
time.
What was that? Was
It was at
any-
like 50 something.
50,
Dark.
then it was 5 points. I'll look back to, yeah, that was 50 something. Yeah, okay, 5 yeah. So for the first half of this, it's Norway 61, Germany 44. You can give your thoughts on your first half now if you want.
I feel like I could have been doing better. Although I'm really fucking nervous, so I can't really blame myself.
I feel like I'm having extremely bad luck right now.
need to
I
find the
usually
wins
play way better.
for-
I mean, with 50 completions, yeah, it's kind of sad you haven't gotten one yet, but, you know, there is nerves into it now. Because I'm already in this year's tournament, am I automatically on next year's? I'll be giving a ping to everyone after this tournament for if they want to be added to the next year's one. So you will get notified on that. And that is Norway. Alright. Yeah, Norway could win it, but it's still anyone's game. Germany did have a bit of a comeback there at the very end. So, we don't know. If you guys want to, we can just move on to the second half and get it over with.
I mean, maybe.
Sure.
It doesn't seem like you've been having many issues with the level.
I've been dying to the most dumbass places possible. But hey, at least I beat the level, although only once.
Oh, let's not do
Oopsie.
that.
Right, okay. I'll restart timer for 50 minutes here. Or 15, not 50. You don't get 50. Timer starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I saw someone commented on how I have trans IQ in my save levels. And to that I say, just don't worry about it.
Qualifying on Germany's end. If Germany can get a completion in, then that will be them taking the lead. If we don't see Norway get to the 50s here. Norway does get there. That's 5 points to Germany. Putting them at 49. Will Norway suffer the same fate there? Wait, our music is kind of matching up with the Norway gameplay right now. Okay, now it isn't. Well, it kind of is. We could be seeing another completion. We're at the very end here, and
Nice.
yes,
We do.
Nice.
20
nice.
points to Norway, but we are qualifying.
Okay,
for
I'll take
Germany
that.
as
I'll
well.
take that. Maybe playing a little better now. Getting used to the Nords probably.
And that is 5 points for Germany, putting them to 54. There is definitely a wider gap now. Germany's got to lock in to get anywhere here. Why is the UMS have so many players, but Austria only, or AUS only 3? But Austria and Australia have more than 3, so I don't know who you're referring to there, but that's simply because more Americans applied. Is GDWC being Jump Shash World Cup? Yeah, that's what it stands for. Both of them are at qualifying. Norway over halfway through, so is Germany. 5 points for Norway here. This is time for Germany to maybe make a gain here. What does your hardest have to be to play? It could literally be anything. There's no requirement. Obviously, your country would probably pick the better player to play, but there's not a minimum requirement. Jordan. And that is a completion from Germany. 20 points awarded. That is their first of the match.
Oh no. I think I just have to beat the level again, just to fix that. Sorry.
There is now just over a 10-point difference, so Germany has closed the gap a lot now. If Germany can bag a couple more good runs, then that will probably put them in the lead.
Yeah.
Jordan got a sleep buff trust. We'll see, we'll see. Right, that is qualifying for Germany immediately died. That's 1 more point. Now
Yeah, I'm
there's
playing
a
terribly now.
11-point difference between them, with 9 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. Still all to play for. This could be a Spain versus England thing again.
Yeah, totally.
qualifying for Germany, and also qualifying for Norway. Germany is further into the level, but dies at 43. That's just gonna be 1 point awarded.
My Discord lags so bad.
Yeah. Sadly, that will put a 10-point difference, but that 10-point difference isn't gonna matter at all because Norway is at the 5-point mark, looking to get a big more of a lead. Dies
Wow,
in
I'm
the 50s, just
terrible at the
5
game.
points.
Genuinely the worst player ever.
Oh, the England players in chat, he's gonna curse Norway now.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
He can't curse me if he's British.
This bug is so annoying.
Both of them are fumbling now. This would be Germany's time to capitalize on this slow period, but there seems to be nothing happening here. Norway is gonna look to extend the lead here. And Lee scoring 5 points here, but Norway does seem to love dying to 55, so we'll see if that happens again. Doesn't. Also qualifying from Germany.
I died to a
Dies
fucking
at 69,
bug,
that's 5 points for Norway, putting them up to 96. So this is Germany's chance to gain here. If Germany doesn't fumble, Germany does in fact fumble, 5 points awarded, putting them up to 81. Qualifying for Norway. There is under 6 minutes left of this match. Into the 60s, 5 more points for Norway, putting them at 101. So,
That's fine, I'm used to the fumbling now.
a couple completions,
Therefore,
and 100 point plus is a score not to scoff at.
If Germany does a completion right now, they equalize.
They do, but Germany has been pretty inconsistent in this section. We'll see if that happens. But it equalize doesn't matter. Norway is in qualifying now. Dice
Why?
to 74. That's 1 away from the mark.
Oh.
5 points to Germany, putting them to 86. This run from Norway is leading somewhere about here with... also looking to get into the 60s. At least 10 points are being scored here. Getting into the last half, if there's no fumble, this would be Norway's next completion. There is a
Nope.
fumble. 10 points. 11, sorry. Germany's gonna have to really push in these last 4 minutes to have anything happen here. Dies in the 40s, that's 1 point to Norway, putting them to 112. Also qualifying from Germany's end. Germany really needs something here. A completion wouldn't put them too far behind.
Yeah.
Is it only extremes? Yes, it is only extremes. No, that is just 5 points for Germany. It's still good runs, but it's just not gonna be enough to catch up here. Even a 20-pointer here, I don't think would put them above or equalize. Let's not count for this qualifying for Norway. It's looking like, yeah, Norway is probably gonna come out here the winner. I mean, we said that with Spain versus England, though, so you never know.
Anything can happen.
I don't think anything can happen if this is a completion, though. From it's not 5 points.
No, it's not, because I suck.
117 points for Norway.
And I completely forget all the consistent strats I have immediately once the actual match starts. That's just great, isn't it?
Sending evil brainwave.
Evil brainwave. Germany is on a run here. Really, this completion would be a lovely thing to happen. There is just under 2 minutes left, so we're gonna need to see some high scores from Germany now. Or that's it. Qualifying on Norway. 1 point to Norway.
I suck.
And okay, at least 10 points to Germany. Okay. Germany has broken the 100 points. A completion could still actually put Germany in the lead. Qualifying for Norway. With 50 seconds on the clock. If Norway can get a decent run here, I think that's an automatic win, no matter the case.
Yeah, totally.
I think the only way is to end this time Germany. Yeah, no, I think that is probably going to be a confirmed Norway win. With how this level works, especially if a 10-pointers here, that's pretty much selling it. Yes, there will be at least. We could even see a completion. Germany had a lot of chances to come first here. But sadly, none of those opportunities were really taken into account. This is their last attempt for both of them. And yeah, that is a completion for Norway for the last attempt. Why do you guys always pop off last attempt? I don't know.
I know, bro. Holy. So yeah, that was it, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that was your last attempt. Germany still has one more attempt, but even if it's a completion here, that is going to put Norway in first. And
Yeah,
first overall in the
GGs.
group for this round.
Holy shit, this is genuinely the most nerve-wracking thing to ever exist.
Imagine how Spain was feeling then.
Yeah, definitely. That must have been even worse.
This is a good finishing run for Germany, but sadly it just didn't happen when it needed to.
Yeah. Are they still going?
Yeah, they're on a
Yeah.
run. They're in like the 70s right now. If this happened earlier than that, could have done something, but sadly it's not. I mean, this is still going to be maybe 20 points here. If that just happened earlier, that genuinely could have maybe helped Germany win, but no,
Wow.
sadly happened then.
Yeah.
That is a completion from Germany to end it off. Both of you's ended your last attempt on completions, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. GG's.
That was very close.
Yeah.
138 points
Yeah.
to Norway,
Oh my God.
121 to Germany. Very close.
Got so many 5 points. It's so annoying.
Yeah. That really, like, just like a couple of those getting to 10, then that would have done it and Germany would have won. But yeah, well, thank yous for participating. If
Okay.
you have anything you want to say before we end stream, you can now.
Thank you for letting me participate. This was fucking awesome.
No problemo.
Yeah, it was fun. The level was
Yeah.
not fun, but the game was fun.
I mean, I like the level. It's just, I forget every strat I have immediately once the match starts.
Yeah, well, for Group 8
great.
tomorrow, they will be happening. So actually, there's only going to be one match happening tomorrow. That is going to be Serbia versus Finland at 2 p.m. BST. But the day after, we'll have the last level for Group 8, which is Japan versus Philippines. And that match, I did give them the level a day later, so they've had the same amount of time to practice. That will be kicking off at 2 p.m. BST on July 11th, and then the 12th is a very there's a lot of things happening on the 12th. So
Yeah, by the way, Germany isn't gone. It's just the group stage.
yeah,
Yeah,
this is just the
exactly.
group stage. Yeah, we still have round 1 and 2. This is round 1 and 2. So Germany could still overall win because that is a very small difference. So if Germany wins by a good amount next round, then they will top the bracket, or I mean at least their group. So yeah, thank yous all for coming.